Shoutouts here tonight. Special KOF shout out to the homeboys at Dream Cancel. You know.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Dream Cancel podcast, and this is episode 108 of Dream Cancel Live. My name is Desmond, the administrator of DreamCancel.com. In this episode, we're going to talk with a few of the players that attended the most recent Neo Geo World Tour Season 2 event. This particular stop was in Washington, D.C. at the event called Magfest. And this happened, was like, I would say like last weekend. So we're going to talk to a couple players that attended the tournament, kind of have them share with us their experience there, and then maybe talk about some, future plans that they may have. So before we get into all that, I would like to introduce the discussion panel for right now. I might have some more people joining in soon, but I would like to firstly introduce we got Griffin, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right, great. Good to have you. If you can you share with us, for those that may not know, your location?
I am in Maryland, so the stop was right in my area.
Oh, cool. What kind of commute was that? Was that almost like nothing, or?
It was about an hour.
Okay. All right. And also we have, all right, this person has not been on the podcast in like a very, very long time. And he's back. We have Marco Polo. What's up, man?
And yeah, 2013. That was a long time ago.
I know, man. It feels like ancient history, So.
Oh my God, I feel old now that you say that.
I know, man. I know. But it still feels like yesterday, though. Like, if you really think about it. But it was like forever.
I remember I had my laptop and just like, trying to mic in and stuff and like commenting. Oh my God, now we have cell phones.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We got HD quality and everything, man. But yeah, oh man. But yeah, good to have you on the show, man. It's good to speak with you again, for real.
Oh, definitely. My pleasure.
All right, cool. So before we get into the main topic and talking about Magfest, we were going to go into promo and plugs, give some shout outs to the KF community and many different tournaments that are on the way. All right, here we go. So first and foremost, get t-shirts at dreamcouncil.com/shop. Visit the Patreon. Hang out in the Dream Cancel Discord for matchmaking, advice, etc. Play SNK Heroines if you like the game. If you could sign up for the or apply for the SNK Esports support program, and they allow online tournaments too. And I've yet to see an online tournament, I would say, get approved yet. So I'm very interested to see if someone can kind of get it. That'll be kind of cool. I have heard that I would say the applicant range is 20 participants on the bracket.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that can be a little difficult, but easy at the same time. But then, like, when the actual tournament happens, then people kind of, I would say, fall off and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. That's a really good thing for online. Hopefully, we'll sometime soon.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Next.
Didn't the Tung's Dojo Showdown monthly get support from the e-sport support program?
No. They could certainly try, but I believe Kenshi last week told us that they applied, but they can't get 20 people on the bracket, So
Oh.
yeah, that's the kind of the difficult thing, And I was saying like, hey, we can't do nothing like, fraudulent, like put fake names. Like they got to be real people, So yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenshi was telling me about that. It has to be 20 people, legit people.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's see what else we have. Oh yeah. Crazy Lee. Coco has Twitch/Discord emotes. So use promo code DreamCancel to get a nice little deal on that. And also shout out to Saltamiya with the KOF/SNK stickers, pillows, keychains, shirts. Very, very good. I'm gonna definitely get one. So shout outs to Saltamiya. Tournaments that are coming up this weekend. Speaking of Dojo Showdown 3, that's happening this weekend for Steam players. If you play King of Fighters 14 on Steam, PC players definitely sign up. Let's see if I could put a link in the chat. Let's see where it is. Oh, here it is. So definitely sign up if you play on PC. All right. Tournaments that are coming up. Frosty Faustings 11, January 18th, 19th. King of Fighters 14 will be held there, and there is and I'm not sure if this stands of now, but a $500 pop bonus, if I clearly recall. If I'm mistaken, don't kill me. But yeah, there's a pop bonus for King of Fighters 14, so definitely check that out. Next tournament that is on the way, and this is going down in February. Evo Japan, King of Fighters 14 will be held there. This is going down February 15th, day after Valentine's Day in the USA. So if you're heading out there, you're heading all the way to the land of rising sun, feel free to check it out. I think a majority of us are just going to watch like we did last year. And yeah, it should be a pretty interesting tournament to watch. I want to see what characters people choose, especially with this patch. Yeah, check it out. Again, February 15th, Evo Japan. Next tournament coming up. And this is something I missed last week. I totally missed this one. This is Lunar Eclipse Phase SNK. This is going down in Brooklyn, New York, March 1st and 2nd. Yo, who's going?
Well, right now I could tell you that we are going to give Violentkain to this event.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he's going to be there. I will definitely be there. Locals like Pachu, KOF, Lazy Freddy, maybe I know some Louisiana people, and VCO told me he's gonna come. I love VCO and Violentkain, but if you guys are around the area, by all means, please come. It's gonna be a great event.
Cool.
All right.
And I also place the Matcherino link in the stream chat, and I'll also put it in the description section, so for people to check it out. So, and let me also put the Smash GG link in there as well. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty good tournament, man. Look, all these SNK games are going to be there, man. There's Samurai Showdown 2, King of Fighters 98, Last Blade 2, Grow Mark of the Wolves, King of Fighters 2002, like the original Neo Geo version.
Yes.
Yeah. You like that one?
I'm only going to enter 2002 and 14 that I started with, so I definitely will be entering that.
Okay.
Yeah. like it's just common in Peru, you know, like we don't play 98, we don't play any of that. Like, do you have people 2002? Which is that's like the game to go to. We like the broken stuff. We like the infinites. That's the game that it has to be the original. So I'll definitely be entering that. And we're gonna have some killers that also do attend Brooklyn video games, like possibly Simba, Dark Whip, a bunch of other players. So it's gonna be a good event.
All right, great, cool. 13 is also gonna be there. 14. Oh
Yes.
man, whew. Yeah, this is gonna be a monster tournament. I can't wait to check this out. I didn't see much information on. I might need to check the Smash GG link on who's streaming it, but I think it should be handled by. Oh yeah, found it. Lunar Phase live Twitch channel.
Yeah, Alejandro aka Manta, he's going to be streaming it. He's a good streamer. He always streams every Saturday, like the poverty games, like Papa Plaza, Eunice, right now Million, Arthur, kind of Blood, whatever the game is.
Oh man,
Million Arthur
every
or Pain of
Saturday.
Blood.
So he's always been consistent, and he decided to make a full day event just for SNK games. So shout outs to him. You're doing a really good job.
That's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
and
Definitely.
also there are pop bonuses, $14, $150 USD, and also $50 pop bonus courtesy of Rome himself for King of Fighters 13. So yeah, definitely check this out. This should be cool, man. I can't wait for this. It feels like Duel in the KOF, but in USA.
Yeah, I should probably practice 13 again. I like that game a lot.
Oh yeah.
So, is this going to be a one-time event for Lunar Eclipse or not?
If Monta, if you could allow me to answer that question, I have no problem. No. But from what I understand, it's going to be a 2-day event. Like, I think Saturday is going to be mostly all the KOF game. Friday will be Samurai Showdown, Laugh Blade, and such.
Okay. All right.
I'm pretty sure that Saturday will be the game for like fighters. So
Gotcha.
I will totally. But if you like Samurai Showdown and want to get prepared for the upcoming, let's go both days. I'll definitely be there on Friday. I know I'll lose in Samurai Showdown, but hell, who cares? Just have fun.
Yep, indeed. I agree 100%. All right. Moving right along. Vegas Cup 3. This is going down in Las Vegas, March 23rd, 24th. And there is a pop bonus for this tournament. I forgot how much. I may need to find the Smash GG link for this. But the Vegas Cup tournament is always pretty lucrative when it comes to their pop bonuses.
And also keep in mind the Vegas Cup is also Neo Geo World Tour stop. So whoever wins will be attending the global finals.
Right. Okay. Cool. That's great. That's pretty good. I found the Smash GG link. Let's see if I could post it in the chat for people to check it out. It should be coming up right about now. There we go. Cool. Next tournament that we have on our list, and this is jumping almost 2 months. This is Combo Breaker 2019, May 20.
Combo Breaker.
Yeah, 24th, 26th. Who's going? I'm definitely going. I'm going to finish my registration later.
I'll probably try and attend. It's just I always fall some Memorial Day weekend, and my fiance. I'll try to see if I can
I'm
But good things. Go ahead. Sorry.
sadly, I'm not going to be able to make it up there unless some kind of miracle happens.
Okay. Well, if the stars align and you're able to make it, it'll be cool to have you there. So anyone else watching, feel free to come by. The Combo Breaker is going to be it's almost like the Dream Council Discord server, like family reunion, so definitely go check it out. It should be fun. 14 will be there.
If it's the family reunion, then I'm the person nobody's heard of that just suddenly gets brought there.
I guess. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So definitely check it out. It's going down in I forget. It's outside the Chicago area. I forgot the name, but I do know the name of the venue, Pleasant Run. At the Mega Center in Pleasant Run. It's like a golf resort. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's outside the Chicago area. I'm gonna have to.
The Mega Center, Illinois, USA. I just looked it up.
Okay, let me see. I forgot the name of. I know it's not Northbrook. And yeah, Mega Center. Yeah, that's the name of the actual venue. And then Pleasant Run is the golf resort.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's the Mega Center at Pheasant Run Resort. St. Charles, Illinois.
St. Charles. Yep. There we go. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Cool. I'm gonna post that in the chat. Cool. All right. So I think that's really it for right now. Are there any other events that I'm missing that anyone knows of? Maybe in the chat. One of y'all know?
Well, I do know that I was speaking to a Neo Geo staff that did the stop. They are planning 3 more stops in the U.S. One will be in SoCal. The other one, as I mentioned, will be in Vegas Cup. I think one more is going to be in the Midwest. I'm not sure where, but look out for that.
Okay, Midwest. All right, I hope it's some place that I'll be able to go to. So, all right.
I've got something to promote. If you're in the DMV area, then you should come out to Xanadu Games at Laurel Park for a pretty strong King of Fighters scene.
Oh yeah. Is Amito 310 a part
Yeah,
of that?
Amito, Ikidori, they're from there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Cool. Absolutely. Good. Do y'all have like a Facebook page or like what's y'all's form of like communication?
We have a Discord server.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. If you're in the chat, feel free to plug it if you want people to, invade the all server. But for new players, yeah, feel free. All right. So, why don't we start talking about Magfest? So these questions, either y'all can answer at any time. So, first and foremost, what did y'all think of the whole event of Magfest? Like what was it for people that didn't know?
Well, it's short for Music and Gaming Festival, and there's live DJs. There's a room with arcade cabinets. There's an artist alley. There's a room with a bunch of consoles, and there's a room with independent developers game. And there's a lot of people in cosplay. It's a 4-day event, 24 hours a day from this year. I believe it was January 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Okay. All right. Did you kind of participate in a lot of those activities there, or did you just stick to just the games?
I looked around the artist alley. I bought some stuff from there. I also looked at the arcade games and I played some of the console games. Like I played some Tekken 7 there. That's my other game. Though originally I just showed up for the tournament. I ended up having a lot of fun there for other things.
Okay. What about you, Marco Polo? How was the whole Magfest experience?
It was kind of funny because before KOF, I used to be in the DDR scene, which is Dance Revolution. I used to play a lot of dancing games, and I always heard about Magfest. It was like the go-to place if you want to like, play games, have fun, party, yada yada yada. And I didn't find any interest at first because I stopped playing dancing games. I'm not an anime guy, but then I heard, oh, KOFDC. I'm like, let me go. And I actually went to the festival, and it was actually very, very fun. I was very surprised. You have all coming from different backgrounds and having a conversation. I love that a lot, getting to know new people and enjoy the atmosphere. Like the arcade room was huge, 24 hours,
Really?
like all day, every day. You had consoles like back when Atari, like the old school games, so it kind of brought deja vu memories. The Artist Valley was really, really good. Like the panels, I bought a lot of things as well. And overall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I will see myself coming back again, and it was a good venue. Like there's other stuff to do outside of the venue, like a lot of restaurants, and it's really, really good. Like I have no complaints. Like I will go there next year, even if there was no Neo Geo. It's a really good event.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Griffin, to that?
That was my first Magfest, and I would come back next year. I plan on coming back next year, even if there is no Neo Geo World Tour event and stuff, because it's a cool event in general.
Mm-hmm. It's really, really fun. Like, even if you're not really into KOF or any type of game, just go in there, like, you feel like you belong somewhere. It's a really good event. Like, I recommend that to everybody. Just go there. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so just have fun.
Yeah, and the games and arcade cabinets and consoles, there were some obscure titles there. Like I saw a Rumblefish 2 cabinet and a Sonic the Fighters cabinet in the arcade room.
Wow. That's pretty obscure. Wow. I didn't even know those had arcade releases. Well, Rumblefish, but I don't know Sonic the Fighters.
Sonic the Fighters did have an arcade release, but there were only 5 cabinets made for it. I think that this one, it wasn't one specifically made for Sonic the Fighters. The people who owned it just put it on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they switched the guts out. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. How was like the turnout? Was there like a lot of people up there?
Yeah, there were a lot of people there.
Yeah, it was like thousands, like 10. And it was really packed. It was a lot of people.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. Because I never heard of this this festival before. This was my first time hearing it. It kind of sounded like some sort of like a South by Southwest or something like that, or a Comic-Con or something.
It's a convention, basically.
Oh, cool. All right, great. All right, so why don't we talk about Neo Geo World Tour? So how did the Neo Geo World Tour event fit in the Magfest event? Like, was it like in a corner of the venue? Like, how was it like kind of organized within Magfest from y'all's perspective?
Well, I can tell you that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it was in the arcade room, and it was kind of, and when you were looking for it, if you were looking for it, it was kind of obvious because they were projecting the stream up really high on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was pretty easily noticeable and stuff.
Yeah, like it was really like you walk in and like pretty much it's a projector and it had KOF SNK. You saw like the representative, they're very obvious. The only setback that I had was that it only had 2 setups and you had the main setup, so it was kind of like, you had to like wait your turn and stuff like that, so it's kind of like, okay. And then it was like 19 people, but then all of a sudden it went up to like a full 32-man bracket, and I'm like,
okay. All right, cool. Very nice. So, why don't we talk a little bit about the actual tournament that you both entered in, which was King of Fighters 14. Oh, by the way, did y'all play any other tournaments there, or was it just only 14?
I planned to play in other tournaments, but I got sidetracked by all the other stuff to do, so I only ended up playing in 14.
Oh, what were you interested in?
I was also interested in playing in 98 and playing in Garou Mark of the Wolves, but I've never played Garou, and I rarely play 98.
Okay. All right. What about you, Marco? Were you only in 14, or what other games did you?
Yeah, like I only entered 14. Like I hear like 98. Don't get me wrong, it is, but I started out with 2002, and it's kind of hard for me to go backwards. So I just couldn't do it. I just entered 14.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, next set of questions. I want to ask Griffin. So, when you were in the 14 tournament, what's like? How was your like experience like throughout like the whole bracket, and if you played any like casuals before and afterwards?
I played some casuals before to get warmed up, and in the bracket, are you asking how I felt about or how well I did?
Both. Anything you want to share, man.
Well, it was my first time I'm participating in a circuit tournament, so like beforehand I wasn't that nervous because there were a bunch of people to talk to, and I got to watch some of the matches, and those were pretty cool, and I saw a bunch of people get washed, so I didn't feel too bad about it. But, well, when I went to play my actual matches, I got kind of bitter because I didn't do that well. I was rusty and everything, but after I got over feeling bitter, I'd say it was a pretty good experience. I won 0-2.
Okay. Did you have like any like matches that were like your favorite, or any ones that like stood out to you that you can remember?
The casuals I played beforehand with Amish Mike from Dream Cancel, those kind of stood out to me. Though playing on stream, that also kind of stood out to me, but it was because I got washed.
Okay. When you played on stream, how did you feel? Was it like anything different than just playing like without a stream, or like what was your feelings on that?
Well, I honestly got a bit too salty, and I kept thinking about how badly I was doing in the match.
Oh, okay. So you felt a little like distracted, pretty much.
Yeah, frustrated is a better word.
Okay. All right. Cool. Was like one thing or many things that you learned from the tournament overall, like playing in the bracket from playing people?
For one thing, I learned and reinforced the fact that tournaments always start late, and I also, and I also learned that I really need to practice King of Fighters more.
Okay. All right. Well said.
You did good. You know, I think what got to you, honestly, was tournament nerves. And it gets to everybody. You know, you may practice, and when you go in the tournament, your stream, it's like the nerves. Oh, my God, like, I didn't do this. I wasn't like this before. And it happens, you know. We get washed up, and all you could do is just pick yourself back up and just try again. It's not the end of the world, you know. Today may suck, but you know what? It'll be better in future tournaments. So just keep practicing and keep on trying. That's what I would recommend to you.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, if you don't have that many local tournaments to kind of get used to like tournament nerves, I feel that the closest thing you could possibly do is probably like maybe online tournaments. You know, it's much different. I mean, you're at your house, you're sitting on the couch. You know, there isn't people watching over your shoulder. You know, and stuff like that. I mean, there's a stream. You know, but I mean that's the closest thing that can help a little bit, I feel. But yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, tournament nerves. Even for like experienced players, some players still have them, kind of in different areas. Some players they have them before they play, some while they play. But yeah, don't feel bad at all. You know, that's just how it is. You know, it's just something that you have to kind of get used to, and you have to find ways to use it in a way that's productive and that can help you rather than stifle you and cause you to drop combos and stuff like that. Like, you know, so it's gonna take a while to kind of figure that out through like experience, you know.
Yeah, thanks.
What characters did you play with?
Me, I played Rock, Kyo, and K-Dash.
Okay, all right. Anything you learned with those characters while you played them, or it was just, you know?
I didn't learn anything new in particular, though. If I go and rewatch my match, I could probably learn a couple things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Cool. Very nice. All right. So, next set of questions I have towards Marco Polo.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm ready.
Yeah. So, what was your whole feelings and thoughts on the bracket overall? I mean, congrats that you won the tournament. But yeah, how'd you feel of like all the matches that you went through and experienced?
Well, honestly, I was just told it was a 32-man bracket, and I was just like, okay, where I am, I'm just going to just do what I gotta do. Honestly, I can't really say much because I've been out of the scene for quite some time, and patch came out, I kind of left for a little bit, and it was because I had like other priorities, like proposed to my fiance, and she said yes. So that was one of the things I had to do.
Nice.
Congrats.
Thank you. So I was really happy about that. And then what ended up happening was I tried Dragon Ball Z, and my career just didn't go well. So I went 0-2, so I stopped playing. I was like, okay, let me go back to 14. Playing 14, I know before I used to play Yuri, Benny, and Leona, but I was playing that team. I was like, damn, Leona's just boring. I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't. And that's when I decided to pick up Luong. And I just practiced. I was like, this character is so good. Why doesn't anyone know about this character? And so I just said, you know what? Let me just play and practice. And that was end up happening. And then I heard about the Neo Geo World Tour. I really wasn't going to go. I wasn't planning on going because it's been like a year since I haven't been in this, like a year or so. I haven't been like competing. But someone convinced me and I went. And all I know is that it was a 32-man bracket. And I didn't know where it was. All I know is that on the bottom, I was like, okay, first round, no problem. I just played my best, listened to my music, and I wasn't really nervous at all. I just know that, me being Marco, I'm going to be better than you, and I'm going to F your shit up. That's just how I am.
Okay.
Like, I just don't really, that's how I do. And so I won my first 2 matches, and then after that, I was like, okay, I had Pachu. And I was like, oh, okay. Played my match, and I won. And then I had Domino, and I won. And then when I went finals. But overall, it was good. I just kind of wish that the first round, not everyone had to be streamed, because I felt like that's what took the tournament so long. Like, the tournament ended at 3 a.m.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh, jeez.
I heard about that. I didn't know that was particularly true.
I mean, the funny thing is, the people hosting the tournament said something about how if we streamed every match, we'd be there until 5 a.m. But it looks like that we were almost there until 5 a.m. anyway.
Yeah, I was like, VCO, you gotta do something. I can't be staying here until like 5 a.m. And then VCO shout outs to them. They're like, okay, they're gonna do losers off stream. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God. But bracket wise, like any other tournament, Desmond, you just gotta do what you gotta do. That's all.
Okay. What was your favorite match, or like most challenging match you felt?
I'll be perfectly honest. It wasn't really a challenge to me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be frank about it. I think my favorite match was probably Lazy Freddy, and well, for me, I kind of like to gloat and how can I say this? I like to prove a point, and so when I won, I kind of proved my point, and so we'll just leave it at that. But overall, fun match, I had really fun with Pachu. Pachu was a fun match for me. Pachu KOF, he's someone that God bless his soul. He just does so much and he loves his game. So it was really fun playing him. And I thoroughly enjoyed, like, you know, his motivation, his confidence, his determination. He'll do whatever it takes just for the love of the game. So me playing Pachu was extremely, extremely fun. I think that was probably my funnest match.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Man, I got a bunch more questions. All right. So, I mean, with this tournament, and you know, you play people online and stuff like that. What's like your feedback with a lot of the players that you've been playing online? Like, you know, how do you feel that you're able to beat them? Like, what are some things people are lacking? You know, like, you know, to kind of give you more of a challenge? Because like when I play you and I see you play other people, like you just kind of dominate them. Like you just play so well. But yeah, what are your thoughts on like players like gameplay and what people should like work on for they, you know, to become better and offer you more of a challenge if you feel that way?
Well, I will say the first thing that people need to learn is to learn how to play neutral, because I know that a lot of people like to go jump heavy and like wake up and press something. Like, I just mainly focus on two things: being grounded and defense. Those are two important things you have. Like, you go all out, like all crazy offense, but if you don't have no defense, then pretty much it doesn't mean a damn thing. So I tend to look at, you know, their flaws. Like, if I see a habit, I'm going to like exploit that habit until you stop doing it. And when I play other people, like I play, say for example, I play the Texas Crew, I'll play Detrimo, I will play Arosa, whatever. I always ask questions. I'm like, is this safe? Is this not? And then after that, I'll go to the lab and I'll see what works and what doesn't work.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. When you say neutral and saying grounded in defense, a lot of people have kind of different, I would say, definitions of that. If you could, can you like specify like what it means to you in case someone doesn't know, if they have like a totally different concept? Because like sometimes some people don't even know what neutral means. You know what I mean? Or defense, they just think, oh, I'm just blocking all day, every day. Like what does those words mean to you?
Like for me, the way I see is this: like people will press a button just to like, I guess, fear tactics or just for the hell of it. And I always learned how to whiff punish that at all times. And what happens is that I will always see that, and it'll come to a point that, okay, I gotta change my style because I'm F. So I look at that. Another thing is just a lot of people tend to like, you know, just jump and not have the proper spacing. So what I will do is that, all it does, I call it trip guarding, but I guess it's a different term. I always look for that, and I'll just punish afterwards. I always look at different situations. I practice, you know, hopping. I know what works, what doesn't work, and that's what I look for. Like, if someone's keep hopping, for me, Benny Morrow, I'll just press stand B, stop hopping. If someone's going to be jumping, I'll trip guard them.
Okay.
If someone wants to challenge me, neutral jump.
Okay.
Like, you always have to learn and practice all your hops and all your punishes whatsoever, but what's very important to me is whip punishing. I love whip punishing.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. The whole trip guard word. Yeah, the term. Yeah. Some people. Yeah, people have different like terminologies and stuff for that word. I usually just call it like low profile or like anti.
There you go, low profile.
Yeah, anti-air with, you know, a crouch normal, you know, a crouch B or something like that. All right, cool. How often do you practice in practice mode?
I will say like I always go like at least in the lab for like, you know, an hour and some change just to practice new setups and see like, you know, different like option selects or like different like, you know, whip punishes and stuff like that. I try to like, you know, practice all my options, and I do it with like different characters. So at least I spend like at least an hour a day when I have like a tournament. But normally, I just go online and just play. And whoever wants to play me or wants to like practice, I'm more than welcome to play with them. It's not a problem.
Right. All right. Cool. Cool. Very, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you talked about Leona and Luong. Like, what do you like qualities wise with Leon over Leona to you?
Not a problem. As you know, Desmond, I was Benny Mauro, you're Leona. Like, that was my team in, like, the first year when I was playing KOF. And then when I wanted to come back to play Leona, I just felt like she was just a little bit simple and brain dead. Like, I just got tired. Like, I didn't have fun playing this character. And so I was looking at characters. Like, I tried Vanessa, I tried Blue Mary. But then I was like, let me try Luong. I realized, okay, she's not as simple as people think. You know? So I just practiced, and I was like, you know what, this character does a lot of damage, and she has a lot of mix-ups. Low, high, like, it's like... And so I put a lot of time and practice, and I was like, you know what, she's actually fun to play. I love this character, and I'm going to main her. I discovered this character from the beginning. But Luong and me personally, I have fun playing a character. If I don't have fun playing a character, I'm not going to play it. Luong got back to this game. And I can't complain. You know, Yuri, Luong, and Benny Maru, that's me.
Right, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, man, because like Luong, she could be lethal, man. Like, yeah, she kind of reminds me sometimes of Sea Viper, you know, especially with her burn kick and how she can like
definitely
cross people.
And
up.
she's not easy to pick up. It's a lot of execution you need for this character.
Oh, I would imagine so, because a lot of people they can easily like botch a lot of her moves, you know, just because of execution errors and stuff like that. But then a lot of the good players, they know how to perfectly space their jumps to have their her I don't want to call it a burn kick, but that little jumping wheel kick for it to...
People call it a pinwheel kick.
Yeah, pinwheel kick. Yeah, that way it can properly cross up, you know, and it confuses people all the time too, you know.
Yeah, with enough practice, you could either what's going to happen, you could or behind them. It's just all about a guessing game, and that's what makes Luong very lethal. And the bust that they gave her makes her extremely lethal because she's really, really quick now. Like, everything, like, she doesn't really have much of a floaty jump anymore. Like, setup safe jumps are more easier, and her normals, like, she could actually anti with, like, Crouch C before everything stuffed it, so she's good.
Right. Cool, man. So overall, like, are you having fun with this patch? So this game has gone through so many different patches and, you know, balance patches and adding, you know, the characters and stuff like that. Like, do you think this patch will kind of add a little bit of like longevity to the scene here in America? Like, what do you think overall about 3.10 patch?
I think honestly, like they balance like high dirt and Notch are not stupid anymore. Ever since the patch, you don't see many Notch players anymore, do you? So that's kind of a plus. Overall, no matter what patch happens, people are always going to complain. They're like and dislike, oh, it's a great patch, it's not a patch. The only thing I recommend is that you have to learn how to adapt. End of story, that's just how it is. In terms of longevity, in the US, the community is small, but outside of the US, people are still playing it to this day. I know a lot of people continue to play it. Like, I think KOF is still going to be alive, and people are still going to grind this out. And, you know, if KOF15 comes out, then I see 14 still happening.
All right, cool, great, man. That sounds pretty good. All right,
no problem.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, congrats again. I was just like watching the stream and watching you play. I'm like, man, that's absolutely crazy, man. Like how your gameplay was just kind of running over people pretty much, you know. One thing I have noticed is that and it's something that I would like to work on myself, but I have noticed that you like to do like run and throw on people's like wake up or like a crouch B or a bait or something like that. Like, how did you like acquire those like tactics?
I would say probably just mostly training mode. Like I mentioned, I go practice on training mode for an hour. I see what are my options and wake up and everything else, and I just go with that. And like running throw, it's like, I don't know, like for me, since I was playing O2, it's just natural. Like I don't find any difficulties in terms of that. But overall, I just say just practice. That's all there is to it. And like the thing I like about KOF is that the training, like you get to record exact timing of reversal. So you see exactly what works in terms of safe jumps, like, what works against like wake up DP, what works against like, like command grab. So I'll tell you, Desmond, it's just practice. And if you don't know anything, just ask. There's nothing wrong with asking. Doesn't mean that you're a bad player. Doesn't mean anything else. We're here to learn. So just ask.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And yeah, I agree 100% with that. Yeah. Did you play any like casuals afterwards, beforehand to warm up or anything like that, or you just kept it strictly the tournament?
Oh my god! Like it was a 4-hour drive, and like the first thing I did, I went to my Airbnb and just took like a night. I was very refreshed, and then when I came in, I did see VCO, Hachu, Amish Mike. They were practicing. I had like maybe like a couple of games in just to warm up. Amish Mike was telling me, play your real stuff. I'm like, not yet. And yeah, so I did warm up a little bit. But like one thing that helps me like, focus is, I don't know if everyone knows, but when I was playing, I had like my music on. And when I had my music, like I do not worried about whatsoever. And it helped me focus a lot gameplay.
I remember you mentioned that. You mentioned that like 10 minutes ago or something.
Yeah, like in Magfest, I always had like my cell phone, and I was just listening to like my music. I had like K-pop, J-pop. I had like I don't know who else I had. I think I had some song from Ariana Grande. Yeah, I had that type of stuff, and I was fine.
Cool. Do you like have like a playlist, or are you just like going through songs in between matches? Or I know it's like very specific kind of question, because like a lot of people do that,
Yeah, like oh my god, like so EDR, also Diva, that anime character Vocaloid. Her name is Hitsune Miku. So all of her music, I have them on my phone, so I just put that shit on, and then it makes me feel all stuff. So I'm just rocking to that.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, cool, man. That's
hey, you asked about the playlist. You can find it's fire. It's lit.
Word. Cool. Yeah, people should start like publishing their playlists, like little FGC playlists or something. Cool. You said briefly, man. You like while you're warming up, you don't do your what we say. You don't do your best shit or whatever, or like do you like not hold back, but you like what do you do in tournament compared to casuals? Like I don't like calling it sandbagging. But like conservative play, like you know what I mean?
No, like when I play casuals, I'm just playing for fun. You
Yeah.
know, like if someone were to ask me, like, play your shit, I'm like, all right, fine, no problem. But normally I'm just like, playing characters and just going with that. If someone particularly requests like, oh, Marco, can you play your stuff? I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. But if they don't say anything, I'm just going to play what I want.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, 'cause that happens a lot of times at casuals. You want to just like try out different characters and stuff like that, and then there are some people they want to play serious all the time, So I think it depends on the individual, pretty much.
Exactly, and plus, playing casuals and different things. So to me, it's like whatever.
Yeah, Hey Griffin, did you play a lot of casuals at all?
I was really nervous, so I only ended up playing first to two with the Amish Mike.
Okay. Oh, that was really it. What about like, afterwards?
Afterwards it was really late, and I was really salty from losing really badly, so I just went straight home.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I will say, and you probably noticed, next time, like, just keep playing casuals forever, man. Like, even after the tournament, dude. Like that's like, it's the most funnest part, in my opinion. Like, it's better than a tournament to me, man. It's just like playing casuals, playing sets with people, because there's signs.
Exactly.
Because like you're there, you spend money to get there. They spend money to get there. They, PTO and stuff like that. Besides maybe online play, you probably won't ever like play a lot of these people online again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that play online, a lot of them don't come to tournaments, so you'll probably like play many different styles other than just playing online. But
I see.
yeah, I would definitely next time you go to another tournament, just play as many casuals as you can and as you want before the tournament, after the tournament. It's just it's a lot of fun, and you learn so much too, because then you can like talk and share stuff in real time. You're not like regulated to just the bracket and stuff like that. It's just it's just so much fun to just play casuals. You know what I'm saying, with just like anybody.
Yeah.
Just like take like advantage of the time that you have. It's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Just go to the tournament and have fun, like, and that's all that happens in the end. Like, I always tell people, you spend so much money just for a tournament, like, make the best of it, win or lose. Just go and just have fun. Like, that's the reason why you're going. If you have that mindset that like, I lost, I'm salty, you're probably not gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
You just have to think positive and just keep going. All right, fine, I lost, but you know what? I'll get them back next time.
Yeah.
If you're that salty, just money match them.
Yeah, I agree. But it's always fun, just to relax and just play casuals and stuff like that. And plus you'll play with so many different people because in the tournament, you're only playing people that's in your bracket. But if you or social enough, or they're social enough, you just play so many different people. So that's always pretty cool.
Yeah.
Experiment says, what was everyone's overall opinion of the Neo Geo World Tour people? I'm guessing he's referring to the staff. Did anyone strike up a chat with them? Did any of y'all talk to any of them at all?
I talked to one of the commentators. I had to talk to a couple of the people running the tournament because I had to sign up on the site, and they were pretty friendly.
All right, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. The commentators, in my opinion, were terrible. I'm sorry. Like, honestly, it was just false hype, and I think a lot of people in the stream was like, they're so bad. I'm like, I don't know. And I was saying the commentators, don't take this the wrong way. I had to put it on mute. I'm like, oh my god, I can't hear this. Like, if people, like, I don't understand you have to commentate, but if you don't have much knowledge about the game, then don't do it.
To be fair, I didn't really rewatch the stream, and I just like that the commentators were trying to hype everybody up, even the people who were getting washed. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it could be tough, man, with commentary, because you don't want it to be completely silent and awkward, but then on the flip side, like, you don't want it to be bad, and it's tough to try to I would say gather up very good commentators, like, and then from there you're gonna have to shell out money and stuff like that to fly certain people out. So yeah, it could be a catch-22 sometimes with commentary. It could be a little random. So yeah, unless it's like if we were like Evo or something like that, some like tournament where it's like a really, really, really big stage, then yeah, we need like the super top tier commentary,
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, tournaments like this, then I don't know. Sometimes we just gotta settle for what we have. It's tough to gather, good commentary, and I mean, I understand like some people like they're new to commentary, they don't know the game very well. They're learning and stuff like that.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. So it could be definitely a two-sided sword, when it comes to like quality of commentary. Experiment says, I just want to know what the hell the Neo Geo World Tour is because it's so nebulous. I could just say from my end, it just seems like a tour of Neo Geo games. It's a tournament. They have tournaments and they shell out prizes. It looks like the only thing that kind of carries over from each event is just if you qualify, so are you practicing right now, man?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was.
I'm not bad.
Oh, okay, it's cool. It was
I'll stop.
But yo, you're gonna be able to go to the finals. Where is it gonna be in was it Hong Kong or what did they tell you it's gonna be?
Yes, it's gonna be in Hong Kong. From what I understand, it's like they're getting like every representative of the tournament that they win. I guess it's like I don't know if it's like 16 or something of the winners of the stop, and they all compete against like each other for like a big prize. The fact that I have a free trip to Hong Kong, big motivator for me because I'm getting married to my fiance, and this is kind of great for me to at least have like a pre-honeymoon with my fiance. Looking forward to that. And tournament-wise, I do know that's going to be a lot of great players, and I'm looking forward to it. Win or lose, at least I my own.
Oh, what'd you say? Yeah, you kind of cut out a little bit.
Okay. No, I said like, can you hear me better now?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was saying like, Neo Geo World Tour, I think it's going to be in the summer.
Okay.
And it's like, maybe 16 people from every stop. I know they have some South America, Asia, there's going to be like 3 or 4 in the U.S., Canada. So it's like pretty much like the best of the best. Just for like a big prizes. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking forward to it because, me winning a trip to Hong Kong, my fiance in December. And so it's a good pre-honeymoon. So win or lose, the fact that I have a free play with the best of the best, Desmond, it's like awesome. I'm just hoping to do the best that I can, and who knows, maybe I'll win. And if I don't, then experience.
Oh man, I know that for sure. You're gonna be playing with, like you said, the best of the best, dude. So, oh man,
yeah,
money matches, casual matches. Oh, dude, like man, you might play ET or something. I don't know if you're a fan of ET, but
surprisingly, ET has not qualified. He lost to.
Oh, that's
ET
right.
North Shanghai has not qualified.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, he might just show up and play casuals for the hell of it. You never know. but yeah, that'll be really, really cool, man. Have you traveled out that far before?
Hell no.
Okay.
No. The farthest I traveled was probably like France, but that's about it. Like going to Hong Kong? Mm-hmm. No, not at all.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, very, very nice.
Podcast.
All right, so let me see. Probably gonna wrap up pretty soon. So I kind of want to like ask each of you, kind of questions, kind of directed at like new players or players just wanting to enter KOF. And it can be any gameplay advice or community advice for them. So
sure.
I'll direct this question towards Griffin. If you want to answer it. So right. New player that wants to play KOF, what things should they know. Again, it could be gameplay wise, community wise, if they want to get better. What would you like tell this person?
Since I'm a new player myself, I've got to say that one thing about KOF is that a lot of the players have been playing for a long time, and it's such a fast-paced game that in the beginning you're going to get kicked around a lot. Though that might apply to any fighting game. And also, one other thing I'd advise is to look at the Beginner's Guide to KOF by Dandy J and the videos that Juicebox made about King of Fighters 13. They can apply to any KOF too, and just do a lot of research, ask a lot of questions. Don't feel bad if you get destroyed, and another thing is that King of Fighters, it is kind of a hard game and everything, but the characters in it aren't that hard to learn unless you pick a ridiculous character. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. All right, great. Cool. What about you, Marco? Anything you want to add or expound upon from what?
Sure, not a problem. To KOF, by all means, just ask. If you don't know something, just ask.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing wrong with just asking about how to get better, or what are the punishes, what it work, because that's what's gonna help you get better. Like, if you don't ask about your gameplay or what you're doing wrong, then you're gonna be playing the same exact way. Like, and if you lose, okay, you lost. Just keep trying. Eventually, you'll get it. That's all I can honestly recommend if you're having a hard time with characters. This is just my personal experience. Play the characters that you find the most enjoyable, that you like the most. It could be visually, it could be game style. Just play the character that you like and just take it from there.
Yeah, I agree.
Playing Yuri and Benny Marv forever, and picking Luong, dropping Leona, who's high tier, to somebody that's not. I play this character because I like playing this character, and the way I play her makes her look top tier. But just play and like what you do. Don't have any shame about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if you don't know anything, just ask.
Yeah. And
if you don't want to learn, then guess what? That's your problem.
Yeah, playing a character you like is super important. It could be because you like the way it's because you like them as a function. It could be because you like them aesthetically. It can be whatever. Your enjoyment of a game is going to increase if you're learning to play characters you like.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like me and Desmond, we know about a particular person, but we're not going to say anything. Yeah, but other than that, just ask and have fun. That's all I can really tell you.
Yeah,
and
have fun.
If you want to learn, by all means, we're not bad people. We're not going to hide or attack. We're not going to say anything. Just ask. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%, man. Asking is very essential, if you want to improve. I do understand, not understand too much, but there's ego. There's a lot of ego. Some people, they're afraid to ask, because they're afraid of what they may hear, because you're kind of putting yourself kind of out there, you're kind of spilling your guts and letting someone count how long your sessions is by doing that. It takes a lot of humility, to say, hey, can you tell me what I'm doing wrong, and can you help me with this? Because a lot of times people get defensive. Oh, I'm already doing that, and I don't play this game and stuff like that. But yeah, you definitely have to have a very open mind. You gotta have I won't say you have to have thick skin, but you definitely have to be willing to face what your weaknesses are, and face yourself, because that's what basically is. You're kind of just asking people about who you are as a player, and then you have to apply it.
Put your ego aside. Yeah.
Yeah. Rome himself. Shout out to Rome himself. He's in the chat.
I can't stand Rome. Forget him. Can't stand him.
All right, well,
nah, just kidding. Just kidding. He's my homie, you know. Like, it's so funny. Let me tell you the story about Rome. Like, in 13, I honestly couldn't stand him. I was just like, who is this scrub? Like, like, stop. Like, get out of here. But once I got to know him, like, wow, this guy is freaking hilarious. And shout outs to him because he still is supportive of KOF. He loves the scene and he'll do whatever it takes to help. I gotta give him credit. He's giving like you know, pop bonuses. He's donating his time, so good for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta give him credit when it's due.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you know, to put in money that you earn from work or whatever into a video game, you know, for people to continue to enjoy it and to expand the scene and the community. That's always like so good. Like, you know, I always you know, give props to people that do that because you know, it's a privilege.
Yeah, Cookie, I really don't like. I'm just kidding. I like Cookie. Shout outs to him because he's from Rhode Island and he went to Florida, and I know he supports you know, the anime scene. I think he's CEO Taku, whatever the hell you want to call it. I think he got like top 32 in Blaze Blue. Even though like he's the youngest, because we do have like a group chat, he still is very knowledgeable. So shouts to you. You could be a pain in the ass sometimes, but you're good shit. Keep it up.
Oh yeah, I wanted to also kind of real quickly just kind of go back on what we were saying about you know, new players and stuff like that. Yeah, another important thing, you know, besides also like asking questions, which is very important, is to me like watching your matches helps quite a bit. It helps me quite a bit because that way you can kind of see your gameplay kind of in action and see all the mistakes and all the things that you did right and wrong, like right in front of your face. Like I remember I was told that this is best to just use your memory, but like, you know, sometimes your mind plays tricks on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it does.
So
amen to that.
Yeah. So you definitely gotta spend time watching what actually happened in the match, and then that'll help you so much. Like there have been so many times I've like won money matches in tournaments just from using you know, footage from you know, old gameplay and stuff like that, and yeah, I do it a lot, and I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes it can be a little boring. So if you're kind of new to it, or if you don't like it, don't watch like all your matches from the beginning of time or whatever. You know, just watch maybe one match, maybe 2 matches, 3 matches in one session, and save the rest and watch it for later. You know, but yeah, that's definitely a very
definitely I agree with you completely. Like the Neo Geo World Tour, I saw my matches and stuff like that. Even though I won, I was like, you know what? I did this wrong. Let me fix this so I don't have to make the same mistakes again, you know, because you practice and refine your play. You got to, like, make sure that your skills are up to par and do what you can. That's all there is to it. Win or lose, you know, it's always a good learning experience because you know what are your flaws. And if you do have those flaws, it gives you opportunity to fix them. So I recommend that. Watch your videos, look at, like, you know, what you did wrong and work on it. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, I agree. Especially when you use that like in conjunction with training mode and the record function, and you can like pause the video and stuff like that, and you know, go over like little scenarios. It could be very, very powerful. You know, like very, very powerful. Oh, yo, we got Laban. What's up, Laban? Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. What's up, man?
All right.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I hate you, Laban.
Hey, what's good?
Oh, god damn it.
I'm just eating like carne asada fries right now for dinner.
Oh man, that's what's up. Cool, man. Yo, thanks for coming on, man. Really appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'll throw the questions the same delivery and amount that I gave Griff and Marco Polo. So how was like the whole like Magfest event for you? Like, what did you do there?
Drink, party, drink. Stay up till 9 a.m. EST. Go to sleep. Automatically wake up in 4 hours. Drink, party. Yeah, subsist on granola bars and a little bit of catering. It was good. Actually, I was planning to go to Magfest even without Neo Geo World Tour. Like, this was my second time going, and yeah, it's pretty much the best con I've been to, period.
Oh, great. Okay.
Definitely.
Ooh, I
Because my
forgot.
friends advertised it as such to me. Yeah, all like anime cons and video game cons, they kind of suck. But if there's one to go to in the year, it would be Magfest. And I went last year to 2018, and they were right. So I ended up going again this year. But then, a few weeks before the event happens, Neo Geo World Tour announces, "Oh, we're gonna be a qualifier spot."
Yeah.
So,
All
like,
right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Two birds with one stone. I actually kind of had an inkling that they would use that event as a qualifier spot after talking to some people in Hong Kong when I was at Grand Finals. I'm like, it might be a thing, not set in stone, but I'll put money on it. And you know what? It happened. So there you go.
Yeah. I forgot to ask y'all this, but was it like expensive to like get in the whole festival, or like was it like
Standard fare. It's like pre-reg is like $75. If you get a group thing, it's like 65 per person, something like that.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
And
It's actually, in my opinion, it's actually a really good deal because it's 4 fucking days. So
Yeah, it's worth the
you
price of
can't.
admission.
It's worth the price. Like
And
all the stuff
20
that you have there, it's worth it.
24-hour
Yeah.
arcade area
Yeah.
with free play, like that's too good.
Yeah.
So if there's no acts you care about, any cover bands or anything, or none of the time else care about, there's at least arcade.
Oh, and they also let you bring in whatever size bag you want.
Oh, really?
They
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have like bans on certain size backpacks or anything. It's probably because of people carrying in like equipment and stuff, and also for cosplays, for arcades, for artist alley, what have you.
Okay. Cool. I'm glad it went good, man.
I liked it because I met Laban for the first time. He's a cool dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, Laban is like,
Thank you.
he's like a fighting game character in real life, pretty much, man. So, like, you just see him on the select screen and you just like select him. That's.
I wish.
Yo, real quick.
He's like he's like the recheck version of Luke Kane.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I mean, I've seen some pictures of Laban, and he'd fit right in a fighting game.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
I wish I was in King of Fighters 15.
Oh man, but yo, real quick, I wanted to talk about 98, man. How was the 98 tournament for you, man? Like, what did you think of it? Because I know, like, you played in Neo Geo World Tour 98 tournaments before, but how was this one?
Honestly, like my honest opinion,
Hey, go ahead,
Do it.
man.
yo, easy. It
Okay.
was fun though, but easy. Fun but easy. Compared to like grand finals when I played against ET and I was so Yomi layer ahead that I was like, okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, he command through me. I'm gonna try to stand still because he's gonna call me out on the next one and like anti-air me down forward C into blockable pound. Oh wait, he just command through me again.
Oh yeah, I
And,
saw
he,
that.
and he just did it like he did it 4 times in a row. I'm like, I'm an idiot. So, but I mean, this fun games all around, and obviously I was playing like an asshole because I thought it was fun and funny. Like especially in grand finals when I pretty much threw it away and made the bracket reset. Like
Wow.
the first game, I was like, okay, I want to pick an all banana team because I like Melty Blood and I like Banana Shiki and he's a meme. So let's pick banana colors for characters. So Banana Athena, Banana Saisyu, Banana Takuma. They're funny characters and they all have banana outfits. So okay.
Oh
let's
my
do it.
god, Laban, you're too much, man.
So I did that, and then I lost. I'm like, okay, let's do random select. I feel like I could still take them.
You
And it gets the
what?
characters I don't like. So I'm like, Yuri, and I forgot what the other two were, but I'm like, I wasn't feeling it.
Wow.
And then, so I lost. And then I'm like, okay, I'll pick my real team. And that's when I'm like, oh shit, I just lost with my real team.
Hey yo, one match that stood out to me, we were against was it TCF? Was that right?
TSF,
yeah, TSF. Yeah, and that throw break at the end when the time was kind of like ticking out. That was so funny, man.
Yeah, that was hella funny because I've been in that situation on GTPO and 5K like countless times. Like, so like that was a high intensity situation, but I was like, chill like a penguin, bro. I was like, I'm just gonna keep tagging, and I don't care. Like the big mix up is like if he were to like, I think he was using mine. What he should have done was after like the second tech, he should have DP'd.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta take that risk.
You either like after a few techs like that, you should try to mix it up. Like either press a button, do something invincible, or do a command throw.
Yeah.
But now he still kept on pressing the button. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep tagging.
It can also be because maybe it's because of like at that time you don't think anything. It's like, okay, I'm just going to do this.
Like it just has to work. He's not gonna tech like
exactly
5 times in a row.
Yeah, you
Spoilers.
You like overcommit pretty much, and you just you want it
on an idea. Yeah.
Before anything else, to answer Experiment Milk's question, Laban is also finals in for 98. He gets a round trip to Hong Kong as well.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't know if it's actually in Hong Kong this second time around. I don't think they announced anything officially.
They haven't announced anything, but when I talked to the organizer, it's a possibility. We don't know yet.
I think the 3 good bets would be like Hong Kong, because that's where Retro HK is from. The people who are running this event. China, because, or Japan, because, SNK. Because SNK is based in Japan. Those are the 3 contenders.
Listen, Laban, I'll be happy with either. Kade.
Yo.
Yeah, we in there.
We in there.
We in there.
Speaking of travel, do you know if the winners of any of the other tournaments at the DC stop are getting trips?
No, it's just 98 and 14 are qualifying spots to go to Hong Kong.
Oh man,
that's what I figured.
Damn, that sucks for the person that won Twinkle Sauce Sprites.
Yeah, that game was.
Yeah.
I don't go to Hong Kong. What? Oh man. Oh, but yo, Laban, man. I got a question for you, man. And I know, I think, been chatting about this on Twitter with some other people. So there's this kind of a little talk about like, okay, 98, original 98, OG 98 versus like 98 UM FE. Yeah. Final edition. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, what game do you think like we should play if we're going to play like 98? Should we just like play 98 or play 98 UMFE?
The funny thing is, I made I think a few months ago, I made like a Twitter chain thread of like 40 posts, like detailing like what I think about this. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna sum it up. So I pretty much treat each game, 98 OG and Final Edition, as 2 separate games, and if you want a particular thing, each game will satisfy you in whichever way you want to be satisfied. But never treat them as like the same lineage. It's like, you could play Street Fighter 4 and be like, oh, we got to play Ultra. Like Ultra's the definitive version. But for 98 and Final Edition, no, you just have to treat them as 2 different games. The fundamental aspect why is these 2 things. The adjustment to extra mode radically changes how 98's played. By like, in 98 OG, you can't tech throws in extra mode, period.
Yeah.
And then you can't even keep a stock, and there's all these other things to it. They rectified that in UM and made that a viable mode. Because it's a viable mode, there's a whole breadth of tools that open up because of it and changes the flavor of the game.
Yeah, extra mode isn't great in original 98.
Yeah. And then another aspect is 98 UM started the more modern trend of King of Fighters where things in neutral, like singular hits, start doing less damage, but then there's an emphasis on big combos or spending meter to do big combos. Like in Final Edition, if you pick normal Joe, if you play him in extra mode, he has like a 75, over 75% combo just off the stock. But if you press, D once, like it's not, the damage is not comparable to 98 at all. So like you could, like win so many times at neutral by pressing the right button, but the one time they hit you with a combo, it's done. Another example, Mary, old EX or old. I'm gonna say O Mary, with the
I know what you mean.
too, yeah. So So yeah, you just do random instant overhead jump B, quick max to make it safe, and if it happens to hit, like you go into super, combo into super, like that really changes like the pace of how 98's played. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing; it's just a different thing. So if you prefer one thing over the other, like there's that. And this is my personal opinion. Like even though I feel like 98 UMFE does a better job of raising everyone up, like tool wise, even like the lower tiers, I still feel like there's overall less variety in top level characters than there is in 98 OG, even though there might be more tier disparity. Because when you look at 98 OG, you have a balance between Chizuru with her playstyle. It's not the same as Kyo Ori nor Diamond. And then you still have a breadth of like high tier characters that add variety to the game and can handle the matchups. Like Mature is viable, Leon is viable, Mai is viable, and you can check Kyo and Iori really hard. But when you get to UM and UMFE, guess who's still the kings? AG. Like Krauser. even though Krauser was nerfed, Krauser's still Krauser.
Yeah.
It's AG, Krauser, Ogies.
Yeah.
Featuring like O King and O Mary every now and then. It's still going to be an AG fest. So that said, you could argue that there's a little bit less variety in what to do in 98 UM and FE, even though they brought up the overall characters, more than 98 OG. Again, because of those two main factors I listed earlier, but the differences to extra mode and how damage distribution is, they're two completely different games. So you can play both. You can play both and enjoy both. Like, I want a good Kyo, a Terry, Iori, like, or Chizuru, or good Chris, I'll play 90 OG. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit of Brian, a little bit of Lucky Globber today, or like I want to play Kasumi, like I'll play Final Edition today. Instead. It's like pick and choose. Whereas, for example, I wouldn't go back to the 2002 OG compared to UM. I still feel like there's similar enough a game that I would pick UM over O2. But, there's some people who love Melee and Angel that preferred original. But I digress. That's where I sit on that. So there's two completely different games that satisfy two different kinds of tastes.
Yeah.
I think for my personal taste, I prefer 98 OG over Final Edition. My Final Edition is still ranks up there amongst my favorite King of Fighters.
Right. Okay. And this is another thing we can kind of like discuss before we wrap up. But what about like the community wise? Like, do you think like more people should just try 98 because like it's like it's more accessible, like it's easier to play online, maybe a little bit easier to play, and you think maybe than 98 UMFE?
98. So 98, I feel like is a timeless game that you'll always find competition for, even if they're not the best ideal things. Like, I play emulation, to play online or whatever. Yeah. But nonetheless, it's like there's a whole generation that played 98 and still a solid game, and there's still people to find and play. Final Edition, that's going to be harder to find people to play because remember, it only released in Nessica and Japanese arcades, and now it's on Steam. But like realistically, the amount of people who had experience with Final Edition compared to the history of 98 Slugfest, it does not compare.
Oh yeah,
so
right.
You're going to be able to find somebody who recognizes 98 and plays 98. You're going to have a good time. Whereas Final Edition, you're going to be struggling to find people. I mean, power to players if they could pull the Unity, like Vampire Savior or O'Neill players could pull for their game. But with Final Edition, that's going to be a hard call. So if you were to try 98, I highly recommend playing 98 OG, and its faults and its beauty. Like you could literally just don't know play fighting. You don't know how to play fighting games. Just pick Ralph and just press the C button a lot. You'll win. Whereas if you try to do that in Final Edition, it's not as good. Still kind of good, but not as good.
Right.
Like you just pop max mode. You do 25% more damage, and you kill somebody in like 8 Farsees or something like that.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because the main reason I was kind of concerned about that because 98, Slugfest is in the Neo Geo World Tour, and like seeing y'all playing it, on these different stops, it's like, man, like I kind of miss this game now, and y'all are breathing like new life in this game, especially you, Laban. Like you're breathing like new life into this game.
It's my Twitter handle, bro.
Yeah. And you've been breathing life into this game for forever, you know, and like it's inspiring people, you know. So I was kind of yeah, go ahead.
Like here's this thing. I started in 2010, like any other online internet random scrub. I was just like a Kyera third strike player, and then I just randomly decided to pick up 98 so I could be ready for the new King of Fighters, which was 12 at the time. No one knew it would be bad yet. So like I thought I'd get fundamentals, but then in time I just fell in love with 98, and you know I just been playing it since then. I never thought of myself as a high level or top level player, but I just loved playing it, getting bopped on GTPO by Koreans, and like slowly getting better. I mean, anybody could get where I got. It was just hard work, but hard work doesn't feel all that hard when you love what you do.
Oh, of course.
Amen to that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Just play 98 and have fun with it. Like, even if you play casually or competitively, just do silly things and have fun. Play Brian.
Let me ask you a question, Laban. Like, I started at Polo 2. That was like the game that got me into KOF, and watching 98 makes you want to learn it. Like, the podcast earlier, that it's hard for me to go backwards, you know, like from. But after watching you guys play, I'm like, okay, let me give it a shot. So my question is this: let's just say for PlayStation, like PS4, because I don't really have a PC good enough for Fightcade. What version do you recommend for like someone like me trying to get?
So for 98, I recommend getting the ACA King of Fighters 98 port because that's the most arcade accurate port. If you were to play the PS2 Classics version of 98 UM, which has a 98 Slugfest mode, that is not arcade accurate at all. People think it, maybe, no, it's not. It's like a lot of jump-ins and a lot of things have different frame data and hitboxes. Like Chris is already nerfed, like you could really tell. So that's not the one you want to practice, because once you go back to an arcade or even go on the 5K, you're going to be bought because things feel different.
Fair enough. Thank you, Laban.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, ACA version does not have a training mode, but I guess you could emulate it by just having a second controller and just, you know, get player 2 to go on and you just beat up the dummy. But yeah, that's it.
Man. Your PC can't handle 5K, man? Really?
The problem is I don't really have a PC. That's the problem.
Oh, you say you don't have... Oh, okay. All right.
That's why.
Oh,
my fiance has an Apple, but it's her work laptop, and I can't really use that.
Oh, okay.
The ultimate potato is the potato that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you could scrap up enough for like a decent toaster or potato, like, yeah, you don't need something fancy to run 5K.
Even like a netbook. I have a netbook that I used to run on 5K. You know, like
I mean, my computer has a terrible graphics card and it runs Fightcade no problem.
It doesn't even even use a graphics card. You could use it just straight from the integrated, you know, card. You know.
But if it's
funny enough, I have an integrated graphics card.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Laban?
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, no pressure. Like, if it's in the time, if it's in the budget, like, yeah, you don't need something fancy to get it. But yeah, no rush. 98 will always be around. One way or another.
Right.
Damn, I was 12 years old when 98 was around. Damn.
Yeah.
We're the same age.
I wasn't even around. It didn't exist.
Oh, wow.
Damn. I think I was 7. I was mainly 6 years old for most of that year, but I was 7. Yeah, 98. It feels good when I was like 19 or 20 and I hop on the 5K, or no, GGPO at the time, and I beat people who have been playing since 98. I'm like, yeah, I'm new blood. But yeah.
Word. Cool. That's always good, man. So yeah. Thank you so much, Laban, man, for you know, a very well done performance at Magfest. That was always it was good to see, and I was like, yo, like, man, maybe I should just play this game again. It's been a long time, but you know, it's always fun to play.
It's always there.
Yeah,
it's always waiting for you.
Word.
Yeah, maybe I should watch the 98 tournament. I missed the whole thing, most of it.
The whole thing is there on the Neo Geo World Tour YouTube channel. All, what was it, 5-6 hours of it? So,
right.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Domino. I think Domino's in the chat. He was at Neo Geo World Tour. If that's the Domino, that was
shout outs to Domino's Stick. Oh my fucking god. I don't even know what kind of stick it was. I think it was like a mix box. I don't know. It was very unique. Shout outs to his stick. It was like a keyboard pushing buttons. It was like very, very unique. And I was like, how the hell? Shout outs to you, man.
Shout outs to Domino for sending me to Losers Bracket, OCVing me with Kenso on stream.
Domino. Shout outs to you.
He says a mix box. But yo, why don't we give shout outs and get up out of here and see each other online when we're playing games. So Laban, do you have any shout outs you would like to throw to the community?
Shout outs to my friends in Arizona for their cycling crew. Drop our army, always represent. Yeah. Another crew I'd like to shout out to is South African FGC Discord. You guys are the best. I am the baloney boy. So, West South Africa. Shout outs to Subhuman Hours, the circle of my friends who do art, like Wolfie Cakes, Godshot, KOFXIV. They usually table at like Combo Breaker and stuff. But yeah, they're my roomies or Magfest. Just shout outs to all my friends. Thank you to all the new followers. Thank you to all the new haters and old haters. Like, yeah, just whatever. See y'all in Hong Kong. Just have fun with 98. That's all I do. I'm not trying to say I'm the best or the worst. I just want to have fun with the game I like, and that's the most important thing for everyone around. Shout outs to that.
Cool. Well said. Well said. All right. Griffin, would you like to give shout outs?
Yeah, shout outs to the DMV King of Fighter scene for being my friends and accepting me into their group. Shout out to the DMV Tekken scene also. Shout outs to the King of Fighters 2000 community Discord.
Hell yeah.
And shout outs to the LGBTQ plus fighters Discord, and shout outs to all the people who have been like teaching me and helping me along learning how to play fighting games and stuff, because all of you are really cool. Thank you.
All right. Well said. Well said. Marco Polo, shout outs.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my native country in Peru. Shout outs to you all. Dante, Diego, Chris, Toshi. You guys are fantastic. Thank you guys for accepting me and helping me get better in KOF in all aspects. I want to Texas crew, VCO, Stray Wolf, Alex K Dash, Sendo. You guys accepted me and helped me to where I am right now. Obviously, East Coast, Jersey, New York. Shout outs to those that I was able to get in contact with, that I got to know, and keep playing. That's all I can tell you.
All right, well said. All right, man. Yo, thank y'all so much for coming on. I appreciate it. It's always a joy, and it's always very well appreciated getting insight from all y'all. So it's always very inspiring, inspirational, motivational. I hope a lot of the other KOF players in the community feel the same way. So shout outs on my end. Again, get Dream Castle t-shirts at dreamcastle.com/shop. Donate to us on Patreon. Visit our Discord. Shout out to Crazy Lee, Saltamiya. Tournament this weekend, online tournament. Tung Dojo Showdown 3, Part 3. Frosty Faustings next weekend. Evo Japan.
Oh yeah, I will be a Frosty Fausting.
Oh, word! I
forgot to tell you, I will be a Frosty. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
I'll be there.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Cool. Sweet. All right, you think you're gonna take it? What's your outlook?
The same out of Neo Geo, I'm just not gonna think about it. Just play my best.
Okay. All right. Hey, well said. I like that answer. Great. That's good. All right, Evo Japan next month. Lunar Eclipse Phase SNK in March. A bunch of SNK games there. Pop bonuses for 14 and 13. Vegas Cup, part of the Neo Geo World Tour. This is going down March 23rd, 24th. Combo Breaker, May 24th, 26th. And someone in the chat said Duel in the KOF is this weekend. I forgot all about that.
Oh, yeah.
That is right. That is a Neo Geo World Tour stop.
Oh, man.
That is right, yeah.
Oh, man.
Nice.
We get to watch more 98 and then O2M possibly, maybe 14. All right.
O2M?
O2M,
Nice.
I believe so. Yeah.
Nice.
At least 98. At the least.
Yeah. And also, if you want to help with our wiki, there is a link in the description section below for the 14 wiki is getting updated. Big shout outs to the people that are updating the wiki. Thank you so much because it's needed. It's like a breath of fresh air. And yeah, personal shout outs on my end to my local Minnesota crew to play KOF. We're kind of regrouping. We're going to go to Combo Breaker, play some KOF.
Nice.
Yeah.
See you there.
Yeah. So we've been meeting up and stuff like that. We're going to keep it going. So yeah, and shout outs to the Midwest crew, Chicago and Indiana and Ohio, and yeah. So that's about it. Again, I want to thank all y'all for joining. Thank you, Griff. Thank you, Laban. Thank you, Marco Polo. I want to thank everyone in the stream. I want to thank all our viewers and subscribers. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you don't like it, comment why. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to express that.
Oh yeah, and let me say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout outs to you for having Dream Cancel alive. You've been doing this for so many years, like all the work and dedication. You need a shout out. You're a hardworking man. Keep it up, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
A decade? Almost a decade? Yo.
Yeah.
This long, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't even create it. You know what I'm saying?
Laban, let's fly him to Hong Kong, wherever it is.
Start a GoFundMe to get Desmond out to the Neo Geo World Tour finals.
My CEO just went through a divorce. I don't know if my paycheck will be all that nice.
Oh man, but yo, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. That means a lot.
Thank
you for your hard work.
Thank you for telling me about this and inviting me to come out to this podcast.
Mm-hmm. No problem. There's going to be plenty more. So yeah, but yeah, thank y'all again. That's about it. Thank y'all so much for watching. And this concludes another installment of the Dream Cancel Live Podcast. My name is Desmond, administrator of DreamCancel.com. And until next time, keep playing, keep learning, and have fun. Peace.
Yep.
Buddy.
再见。